about deductibles. I came across a policy just a couple weeks ago, and the deductible, they actually had 3 different deductibles in the policy. I'm seeing more and more 2 deductibles. I never saw 3 before. Well, I've seen 3 now. There's always something we can learn. I fully agree. You know, I've not seen it all. I never will see it all. I don't know it all. I'm not Kreskin. For those that don't know who that is, that's a guy years ago. Johnny Carson had a night show, TV host, and he would have the amazing Kreskin. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, the point of this is, I do make some mistakes along the way too, but I'm always willing to improve myself and learn. That's why I continue with education. I continue to take various courses. It's important to me to be my very best so I can be my best for you. You can benefit from that. So the deductibles, you have your general deductible, which is all the standard perils. That one was at $1,000. Okay, that's not bad. That's average that we see nowadays, $1,000 deductible. Then he had the second level of the deductible. This one was a wind/hail. Now that one was $2,500. So that's kind of steep, you know. That you oh, excuse me. You can develop quite a bit of damage from a hailstorm. So I guess 2,500, you know, you're going to get up there pretty good. It's just a shame that right off the bat, you know, 2,500 comes off the top there. But anyway, all right, so that was the second deductible. The third deductible they had, believe it or not, was for earthquakes. Now, this was a policy that was in Mississippi. This is the first policy I've looked at in Mississippi. And, it had some neat things on there. Now, this was an endorsement for earthquake damage. That's not normally part of the policy. This is known, that comes under the area of endorsements. This is, you are endorsing a special situation, and you pay extra premium. The premium on this, if I'm not mistaken, was $400 and some odd dollars. It was less than $450 a year for this. Excuse me. The deductible for that, though, was a 10% deductible. Now, 10% of what? Well, it was 10% of what the dwelling would be. In this case, it made that deductible over $23,000. So if you have an earthquake, you really want to have as much damage as possible, because the first 23,000 plus you're going to eat. Well, that's quite a bit of damage. But nonetheless, that's what they have. You know, the insurance companies are out there to protect themselves. Yes, we will offer you coverage, but to offer you coverage, you need to pay us this much. And if we actually ever have to go through the situation where you have suffered a loss due to an earthquake, we're going to impose a deductible of over $23,000 on you. So, nobody said the insurance companies were ever stupid. You know, those are the smartest guys. Years ago, they used to employ the top minds, all these mathematicians. They still do. The only thing they have in addition now is they have the aid of computers. And with all the software that's there, the ability to bring up statistics, facts and figures. They can locate a certain geographic area and they know the X amount that's taken place there. It's amazing the types of information that's stored today and that benefits the insurance companies when they put together policies. Don't worry, they're not hurting. They've got things together. They got their act together very well. The point is, how well do you have your act together? How well are you prepared to submit a claim and represent a claim, to present that claim to the insurance company once you sustain damage? I would venture to say you're probably not that equipped. You're probably lacking a little bit in the skill area and the knowledge. And you know what? That's okay. Most people are. You're not familiar with this thing. You've had homeowners insurance for years and years, but you don't use it on a regular basis. You more often than not, you don't have a firm understanding of what everything is covered on there, and you don't know the process. You don't know how things need to be presented in order to have the optimum positive outcome, meaning a nice settlement paid. That's where I come into play. As a public adjuster, we represent your best interests, which end up being our best interests. We team up together against the insurance company. You need to have somebody on your side, not like somebody says they are. You really need to have someone on your side. And that's what we do. We come in, we'll represent your best interest. These deductibles can really put a monkey wrench into things. If you have some of these deductibles like this, you don't need to accept them. There are some procedures that you can do, and if the insurance company doesn't want to play ball and modify what they're giving you, you don't have to stay. You always have the ability to shop around. There are many, many, many companies that are out there writing policies offering you this, and you don't need to accept what they want to give you. Guys, I hope that makes some sense to you. If I pique some interest and you'd like to discuss more of this, give me a call. Comment. Send me a comment. And tell me that, I had an experience so long ago. I found out that my deductible was this. I was shocked. I've since left the company. Or guess what, guys? I didn't have this situation. My insurance company was absolutely perfect. I appreciate the way they came in and handled me in a professional manner. I welcome that too. I'm not saying that there's never a good situation that goes on out there. I will say that they're far and few between. But to come out and deny and say, no, that doesn't happen, then that would be irresponsible of me, because I know better. I know that there are times. I also know, though, that the percentages are higher on the side where it's always going to favor the insurance company and not the homeowner. So by employing the services of a public adjuster, we help to ensure that things are going to be, that you will be treated as fairly and as completely as possible. And that's what you want, right? That's exactly what you want to have done. So give us a call. If you like what you heard, would you give me one of these, a thumbs up? Would you please share this? You probably know somebody that this thing that they could really benefit. They need to hear. Perhaps they just had a situation and they're getting a little bit of a runaround, and this might help to open their eyes some. And of course, would you subscribe? At the end of this video, you'll have my contact information. Like I say, drop me a note. Comment on what I've done. I welcome that. I don't welcome the smart-ass comments that I get from some of the insurance adjusters, but I do welcome an honest point that you would like to drive home. If you don't necessarily see things exactly my way and you can do this in a professional manner, please send that to me. I welcome that. In the past, I've had some of the guys that usually work for the insurance companies that lose all professionalism, and they tend to go off the deep end there. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have yourselves a great day. God bless you.